This tutorial will show you how to create, edit, and delete articles. So we just are logged in. We're right at our control panel. So we just go to add new article. The first thing that I want to do is I'm wanting to say I want to create an article for the home page here. So say we have a new event and I want everybody to know about it. So I just give the title, say great new event. I'm just going to put the words testing on it so I can know that I can go back and delete it. So the title is called Great New Event, and this is my title right here. I'm not going to give it an alias. My category that I want it to go into is basically, or my section. Remember, these are sections. So this section I want it, even though I want it on the home page, I also want it to go on the blog. So I would click. Let's click camp blog. Okay. Right here, published is saying yes, I want it to appear on the website, or no, I don't want it to. So yes, I want to publish it. And here says, do I want it on the front page? Yes or no. And so remember, this is what they're calling the front page. And when you go to the home button, the first content people see. So yes, we got a new event, so I want them to see that. So I'm going to push yes. All right, so I've got the title set up. It's going to publish it into the home page. So here is where I'm going to create my content. And this is just like a Word document. It's where I just type my content. I would just say, we have a great new event coming up that we want you to be a part of. Okay. So you can see my text. I can if I go through this, if I just hover over all these icons, it kind of tells me what that icon does. So you got your bold, your italics, your underline. So maybe I say we have a great new event. I really want to let them know that, so I might bold and give it italics. Also, I can change the font of it. What size? Maybe I do want that great new event to really pop out, so I'll give it a little bit bigger size. In your styles, here's to strike out something. Maybe it's not, maybe when you strike out the word great, or and this will let you do center, where it's going to line on the page, left, right. This is your cut, your copy, and your paste. All through here you can change. Maybe I want to change the color of this. I want it to really pop off, so I would do maybe like there we go, give it a pink, or you can highlight, indent, create list, bullets, all those sort of things. So just hover over and it shows you. You're not going to hurt anything. You can always go back, you can always change, all that sort of thing. So maybe I've got a photo that I want to do. So I just create a new line, and I go right here to insert image. And there's a couple things I can do. I could just type a URL. Maybe I found an image online somewhere, or somebody else's website that I want to just type in. I could just type in, the address of the image here. But most of the times I want to grab an image that I already have. And so immediately this pulls up our images. Say I want to, let's grab a campground photo. So under campground is all these photos. In another tutorial we'll show you how to upload photos and all of that. So maybe I've got this bonfire one. No, let's use a different one. Let's use this nature trail. So again, a new event. I'm going to use this nature trail. Up here, you can see it filled in the URL for the nature trail. And then it's giving dimensions. And this is how wide and how tall the image is going to be. Proportional means that it's going to keep it, if I change the size of it, it's going to keep it so I don't smush it or squish it in any way. So if I change this to 400, you'll see this automatically change that number. It was 405 and it changed it to 303 to keep it proportional. And you want to keep that on. So maybe we want to, that's too big. Let's do 350. You can see it changed. You could set your alignment to the text, and this is giving you a preview. Right now, if we do text, it's just going at the bottom of it. So my text would start at the top. You can do the middle. But it's just showing us where the text is going to be. So I'm not going to set that because I'm not going to have any text right this second. But you could put a margin around this. So maybe I want on the right hand side, I want 10 at the top, and then it's going to do it all the way around because I got equal values checked. So it's given it like a border, and you can see the text gave it like a border. But I don't want anything. I don't want a margin. You can do a border. A thickness, give it like maybe a solid line border around your image. Do a dotted line. This preview shows you. I'm not going to do any border. This next one's rollover. And what a rollover is, if I enable that, what I could do is I'll just copy and paste. Oh, you know what? Right there, if I just click in the rollover, what a rollover is whenever their mouse rolls over this nature trail image, which is right there, it changes over into a different image. So maybe some websites you've seen where it was blue text and you rolled over it and it turned pink. It's just letting you know your cursor's on there. So let's do that. So I've started with nature trail, and then I go to gazebo, and so you can see it just pulled it in there. Okay, and so you can click that on and off. So it's going to go from nature trail to gazebo, and then our advanced, you won't have to mess with any of this. So once I'm ready, I just hit insert, and you can see there's our nature trail. It won't do the rollover until I put it on the website. So that's the basics of how to create an article. Once you're ready, you could just hit apply or save, or you could just hit preview to see what's this page really going to look like. And so this is what it is. This is the title. Here's the content, and then there's the text, and then here's this nature trail, and we did a roll over. So when the mouse hits it, it goes to that gazebo image. See that? Okay. One of the other things that we might want to do is create a link. So we want this great new event to actually, if they click, maybe at the bottom of this image, we click register for our new event. Click here. So we would highlight that, and right there is the link. And so we would link it to wherever we wanted to. We could link it to a website. We could just type in the URL there. If it's something on our page, this is just all of our links. So maybe I just clicked content, and I wanted it to link to our programs, so that's where our new event's going to be. So you find the page that you want. There's our bowling, what we offer. So I'm just going to have a link to the bowling because it's a bowling event. So I just had it linked to the bowling. I'm just going to click insert, and you can see there it is. If I go to preview, there it is. So right now we're saying it's the blog. We're going to publish it to the front page. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And so it says it successfully applied. So I'm going to go back to the website, click home, and you can see on the front page, Camp New Hope, a new great event's coming up. What you can see, because overall, in general, the website is set up so the text is yellow. So since I didn't mess with it here, it automatically went to that. It makes it look nice, and then it automatically changed this text to a different color. But this was the text that I created, and I said I wanted it this color. Where you usually aren't doing that because it really doesn't match and doesn't look well with that color. And then you can see here's my rollover, and there's my link, and I click it, and it went to the bowling. So there's the camp, the great new event that we created. And then what I did was I went down to camp blog, and the blog, because we titled it that, it also showed up in the blog. So we've got a great new event in the blog, and we put it on the front page because we wanted everybody to see it. So at any time you want to change that, if you're at the control, I'm just going to hit close to get out of articles. So if you're at the control panel and you're like, I want to change that great new event, we've got some times, I want to change that. So I just go to my article manager and I just search. I can just look through here for great new event. I could search by title, alphabetize it. I could look for great new event, or I could just search, you know what, let's look for everything that starts with great or has the word great. There it is, great new events. Okay. So from right here I could check mark this, and I could give it a couple things. Hey, I want to archive it, not publish it, save it for later. I want to copy this. I want to trash it. I want to edit it. So we want to edit. So I could click edit here, or I could just click here, and that'll go to the edit page. So what I wanted to do was, maybe I got some dates, some times I wanted to do. So maybe under register here, I put it's Monday, or it's, let's do, the event is Thursday, August the 25th at 5 p.m. And we realized that didn't look so hot, so I'm just going to take that off and go I want to go with red instead. So you can just change anything you want. Maybe you didn't like that image that it rolled over, so you could just click it. If you right click, it brings this up, and so I'm going to go to edit image. I didn't like that rollover because it was kind of cheesy. There we go. First time I didn't do it. And so you can see it's the nature trail, all that information. So rollover, and I'm just going to click enable to disenable that. I'm just going to hit refresh so it saves all that. Update. And so then I can click apply, go back to the website, refresh. You can see now it changed that to red, and the rollover is not there. So it took that off. Maybe I don't want it on the home page, or maybe I don't want it under blog and I want to put it under programs. So let's do that. So I don't want it on the home page, so all I do is when I'm editing, say no. And then here's our section. I want it to be under programs. Those two, I hit apply, go back to the website, hit home. You can see it took it off of the front page. It took it out of the blog, and we put it into programs. And you can see it showed up here. In the programs, what it did is, this is called an article, a sticky, that we always say, you know what, we want this always at the top because it's like a welcome. So this went to the second one, but it's usually posted all by date. You can see that here. It's by newest to oldest, but this article is just saying, you know what, stay at the front. So that's how you create, edit, and then how to delete. So I could go to close, and we really don't want this great new event, so I just click here, and then I just hit trash. So if we go back to the program page and we just refresh it, you can see that it was deleted. So that's how you create, edit, and delete articles.